Welcome to the lecture on Engineering Statistics and Linear Algebra. So in this lecture, I am going to discuss briefly about what is meant by basis and what is dimensions and examples related to the basis and dimensions and the concept of least squares. So first we will learn about what is meant by basis and what is meant by dimensions. So definition, let V be a vector space over the field F. A subset B of V is called basis of V. So from the vector space V, I am choosing a subset B and we will call that B is a basis of V if it is satisfied the following condition. The first condition is B must be a linearly independent set and B must spans the vector space V. So now one more definition, a vector space V is said to be finite dimensional vector space if it has a finite basis. So if the vector space contains finite basis, then we can call those vector space is called as a finite dimensional vector spaces. So now the dimension of a finite dimensional vector space over a field F will be called as an dimensions of the vector space V, and it is denoted by the symbol dimension of V like this. So now we will see how to find the basis for the given vector. So determine the set of vectors 1, minus 2, 3, minus 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 0 is a basis of R cube. So now we have to show that the given vectors has a basis of R cube. So like how means I'll be choosing the first vector as alpha 1, second vector as alpha 2, third vector as alpha 3. As you know that to show it is an basis, the first condition is we must show these vectors are linearly independent and these vectors must spans the vector space V3 of R. So first I am going to show the vectors are linearly independent. For that, choose a linear combination of the form C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha 3 is equal to 0. So in place of alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, I am replacing the given vectors C1 1 1 0 plus C2 into 1 0 1 plus C3 into 0 0 1 1 is equal to the column 0 matrix 0 0 0. So on expanding this equation, I will be getting the equation of the form C1 plus C2 is equal to 0, C1 plus C3 is equal to 0, C2 plus C3 is equal to 0. So now for that three set of equation, I can make the augmented matrix. So the augmented matrix will be 1 1 0 is 0, 1 0 1 0, 0 1 1 0. So now to make the first entry of the R2 row 0, I'll be doing R2 is equal to R2 minus R1. So after this row transformation, I'll be getting the augmented matrix like 1 1 0 0, 0 minus 1 1 0, 0 1 1. So now I want to make the second entry of the third row as 0 by using the row transformation. So I can add R2 with R3. So to make this one as 0. So I'll be getting R3 is equal to R3 plus R2. I'll be getting 1 1 0 0, 0 minus 1 1 0, 0 0 2 0. So now if I expand this equation, I'll be getting C2 C3 is equal to 0. It implies C3 is equal to 0. Minus C2 plus C3 is equal to 0. So since C3 is 0, obviously C2 also 0 will get it. C1 plus C2 is equal to 0. So I got C1 also 0 since C2 is 0. Since I got all the scalars C1, C2 is C3 is 0. Hence I can say the given set of vector is a linearly independent vectors. The first condition is satisfied. So now I'm going to find the span of the vector. So further, choose a vector x1, x2, x3 which also belongs to the vector space V3 of R and the scalars C1, C2, C3 which belongs to the field R such that, so I am making the combination like this, x1, x2, x3 is equal to C1 1 1 0 plus C2 1 0 1 plus C3 0 1 1. So now I want to represent C1, C2, C3 in terms of x1, x2, x3 to represent a spanning of the vector. So now for this I am making the augmented matrix again. I'll be getting 1 1 0 x1, 1 0 1 x1, 0 1 1 xn. So make the echelon form by using the row transformation. So R2 implies R2 minus R1. I'll be getting 1 1 0 x1, 0 minus 1 1 x2 minus x1, 0 1 1 x3. R3 implies that R3 plus R2 to make this one as 0. So I'll be getting 1 1 0 x1 minus 1 1 x2 minus x1, 0 0 2 x3 plus x2 minus x1. So from this last one, I can say that 2c3 is equal to x2 plus x2 minus x1. So c3 is equal to x3 plus x2 minus x1 by 2. So once I got the value of C2, C3, I can replace the value of C3 here. I can find C2. Similarly, if I replace C2 value here, I'll be getting C1 value. So like how means, so on expanding the matrices now, I'll be getting C3 is equal to x3 plus x2 minus x1 by 2. So from the second row, I'll be getting minus C2 plus C3. It is given by x2 minus x1. So on replacing the value of x3 also, I'll be getting the value of C2 is x1 plus x3 minus x2 by 2. So now C1 is given by x1 minus c2. So since we know the value of c2 also here, so I'll be getting c1 is equal to x1 plus x2 minus x3 by 2. So now if I replace all this c1, c2, c3 in place of this equation, obviously I will get this equation only again. So hence I can say that the subspace spans the vector space V3 of 4. So therefore the given vectors can be expressed as a linear combination. So as two conditions are satisfied here, I can say that B is a basis of the vector space V3 of R. One more example, find a basis for the subspace R power 3 spanned by the subspace S is equal to minus 1, 2, 5, 3, 0, 3, 5, 1, 8. So some span vector they have given, I have to find the basis here. So first you make the augmented matrix according to the given vectors. So A will be equal to minus 1, 3, 5, 2, 0, 1, 5, 3, 2 according to the V1, V2, V3 I'm taking here. So use the row reduction steps to get the echelon form again. So after doing all the transformations, I'll be getting minus 2, 2, minus 1, 2, 5, 0, 6, 18, 0, 11, 33 with these operations. So now with this operation, I'll be getting the equation like minus 1, 2, 5, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 3. So I can easily make this complete row as 0 with this operation, that is R3 is equal to R3 minus R2. So I got the equation like minus 1, 2, 5, 0, 1, 3, 0, 0, 0. So it implies a basis for subspace of row space will be the non-zero row vectors of the reduced matrix. So therefore I can say W1, W2 is given by minus 1, 2, 5, 0, 1, 3 is the basis for the spanned vector minus 1, 2, 5, 3, 0, 3 and 5, 1, 8. So the next concept is least squares method. So for this, so take a matrix A, which should be an M cross N matrix with M rows and N columns, and I'm going to say that B belongs to the space R power n, the set of n tuples. Then the least square solution is given by Ax is equal to B, with the condition that x belongs to R power n, such that A transpose into A into x is equal to A transpose into B matrix, or x will be given by A transpose into B divided by A transpose into A, or A dot B divided by A dot B. A dot A will be equal to the, or also we can represent this formula as the A dot B and A dot A like this. So now we'll see a few examples related to the least squares method. So find a least square solution of the form Ax is equal to B. So the given A matrix is 4, 0, 0, 2, 1, 1 and B matrix is 2, 0, 11. So for this I want to express this equation in terms of Ax is equal to B. So for that, consider A transpose into A matrix into X matrix is equal to A transpose into B. So if I consider A transpose into B, I'll be getting the equation like 401021 is multiplied with 2011. So the answer will be 1911. I will get it. So if I doing A transpose into A matrix, I'll be getting the matrix like 17115. So now I'm going to incorporate this equation in the above equation. I'll be getting 17115 x1 x2 is equal to 1911. So on simplifying this equation, I'll be getting 17 x1 plus x2 is equal to 19, x1 plus 5 x2 is equal to 11. On solving these equations for two unknowns, I'll be getting x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 2. So the value of the x matrix will be given by 1 and 2. Thank you.